I've got my September Eyescream Beauty Box. So if you want to see what indie company they're working with this month, then stay tuned. Hi, and welcome to our channel. My name is Tracy. Chloe and Bandit are in the other room, but if you're new, welcome. Thanks so much for checking us out. We do all kinds of unboxings, unbaggings, get ready with me, subscriber give backs, collabs, clothing hauls, advent calendars, all kinds of fun stuff like that. So if you're into that kind of thing, please consider giving us a subscribe. And if you're returning, thank you so much for being a part of our YouTube family. So this is Eyescream Beauty Box. It is makeup heavy. Sometimes you'll get a skincare ingredient, but it's usually all makeup, and they work with indie companies. Now this is the September box. I received it on September 29th, which is why you're seeing it so late, because by the time this gets posted, it'll be October. Now you may recall last month I had two palettes, both of which had at least one broken pan. I think one had two broken pans and the other had one. And they did say they were going to look into a solution. I think a lot of us had that issue. They were either going to just send us, because there were magnetic palettes, a singular replacement, or they weren't sure, maybe a whole new palette. I said, I'm fine with a singular palette. I don't need a whole additional palette. If they're magnetic and I can pop that in, I'm perfectly fine with that. So I haven't heard since. It looks like we have replacement pans. I'm seeing some Clarity Cosmetics in here. All right, so the theme is Sunset Harvest. And not much of a sneak peek because we have all these packing peanuts, but they are very well packaged. I will tell you that. Yes, so it looks like I got the 3 pans that I need to replace. Now I will say the one that had the gold pan, there was gold kind of like, it was in a lot of the other shadows. For me though, I think it added something to those mattes. So I wasn't mad about that. Some people may have wanted the whole palette replaced because of the gold getting into most of the other mattes. I actually liked it that way. So I was not complaining about that. All right, so here is that gold replacement. It was very well packaged, but I think it's just a bad shade because it's everywhere. It's all over my hands. There is one of the duo or multi-chromes that they replaced. This one is perfect. And there is the other, also in perfect condition. So I think that gold one is just maybe a bad shade. I'm not going to replace one bad one with another bad one. I'll just leave it as is. I will let them know because Clarity should get that feedback because whoever manufactures for them obviously had some issues with that gold shade. We're going to start with this first product here by Illuminati, and this is a multi-chrome gel eyeliner, and this is in the shade Air. And it has a purple to green gold shift. That is a $21 value and very, very lovely. I like that. They do have a bonus item this month. I almost missed it. This is by Appeal. It's a gel lip liner. And here is the shade. I'm not sure if that is a shade. It's a nice shade, but I might have something so similar that I don't think it's a shade I'm going to use. But this is a gel one, so it should go on nice and smoothly. This is in the color Chic. And it is an $18 value, and it pairs with, all right, so that is nice. It pairs with the Appeal Ultra Cream Liquid Lipstick in the same shade. Does look like it's a very nice color. I'm not going to open it because I do want to see how it looks if I can find a swatch of it on their website. I have so many lippies that I want to put some aside for other people. The liquid lipstick is a $21 value, and it has a bold, long wear formula with a smooth finish. It's a universally flattering shade. All right, this next brand, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. If it's Magefly, no, there's not an L in there. So Magify, maybe? This is a mascara, and it says that it's a 2-in-1 lengthening mascara. And it's got 2 brushes in here. Okay, now I'm curious and I have to open it. All right, so this is the lengthening. And then, okay, it's a little brush, so to separate it. And it's got 2 sides. Next, by Maange, Mange. That's probably not how you pronounce it. That would be terrible. It's a makeup brush. And we did get, I think, this brand before. They said it was like a TikTok. This is nice. Yeah, we definitely got a set of these before. It's a nice face brush. That's really nice. And look at that. Look at that handle. So pretty. Yeah, it's a brand that's gone viral on TikTok for their affordable brushes. It says that this one's great for loose powders and, of course, blushes. And then last is our palette. You're always going to get an eyeshadow palette. And this is Poppy and Fluff Cosmetics. I've never heard of them. This is the Lonely Scarecrow palette. This is a $38 value. And all of their chromes are all covered. Now, the one called Fall is a little broken up, but I think it's still, we'll see, but I think it's still going to be perfectly usable. This is a UK-based brand, and it is woman-owned and founded by a disabled entrepreneur who believes beauty should be creative, accessible, and joyful. So there is that first one. It does move around a little bit, but I think I can make it work. I'm going to send her a picture and let her know, like, hey, just so you know, like, I think I can make it work. But it is that, and so the way they make the chromes, they're very soft, so they do break up easily. But it did have that nice little thing over it, so it's not making a mess. All right. There's that first row. All right, there's the next row. Just put those last 3 right there. That is absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. So let me know your thoughts. I love that they work with indie companies. I love that they expose us to different brands. Sometimes there's issues, with some of the things, but they're usually pretty good at making it right. And with this one, I don't really feel like I need a replacement. I just need to know to be careful with it. But I do like to let them know just for their own information, because people might have gotten even worse ones, more broken up. For me, it's going to work just fine. All right, so this does cost, it was $25, I think it's gone up to $29 a month, but there's no additional shipping, so that's great. And again, great, very responsive company, works with you. Love that. I love how they pair everything together. So everything in here is meant to kind of go together. So the lip colors, the eye colors, the palette, it's all supposed to kind of match together. All right, well, that is all I have for now. Please consider hitting that like, subscribe, and notification bell, and hopefully I'll see you soon.